All right, hello once again. This is Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming. And in the last 4 or 5 videos, we've been starting to go over the topic of databases. And in the last video, we created the database that is shown right here. So it's called Sales Orders. Sorry about that. It's called Sales Orders, and it has 8 tables in it: customers table, an employees table, an orders table, an order details table, categories table, products table, product vendors table, and a vendors table. We've got all the kinks, hopefully at least, worked out of it. And I'm going to start by writing some queries right now. And I'm going to throw them into just a file right here. I'm just going to put them into an empty file. All right. So the first one we've already done, but I'm going to do it again. And that is show the number of records in each table. All right. So we're going to have a select count star from categories. You don't need a semicolon on the end, just so you know that. And we're going to have a select count star from customers. And we're going to have a select count star from employees. And we're going to have a select count star from orders. And a select count star from order details. I can do it like this. And a select count star from products. And a select count star from product vendors. And finally, a select count star from vendors. Normally, when you put this stuff in here and you want to have a comment, I think it's a dash dash. So I'm going to put that in there so you can see what we get for each one of these. Whoa. Okay. Let's do that one. Whoops. Move each one of these over a tab. All right. So when we put these in, when we put in these queries, I'm going to do it. I'll just see if it takes that dash dash and it has no problem with it. So I'm going to SQL here. Okay, so categories. Again, there's 6. Employees. So we have 6 categories. We have 8 employees. Nope, I forgot customers. $27. So again, we have 6 categories. We just found out we have 27 customers, and we have 8 employees. Okay, we need order details. orders, order details. So with orders, there are 944. With order details, I think there were 3,975. So, yep, 944 and 3,975. All right, products, product vendors, and vendors. $40 products. $90 product vendors. So 40, 90. $40, 90, and 10. All right, so that's our first one. Okay, hopefully that all makes sense. Put a little space in there so you can hopefully see your way around. Second, show two different queries to show all of the customers in the customers table except for, let's just use the last one, so customer 9. All right, one of the queries should include the use of the in operator. All right, so I'm going to write them both here. You have a select star from customers where I think it was cust ID not equal to 28 to 9. I'm going to actually give you 3 ways of doing this. So select star from customers where cust ID not equal to 9, and select star from customers where cust ID not in 9. All of those should work. So try them. Let's grab each one. In fact, let's copy that. Okay, it doesn't like something. It says unknown column cust ID. Did we call that customer ID? What do we call that? Customers. Customer ID. Sorry about that. customer ID not equal to 9. Okay. And if you look here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, so they're not in there. So that one worked. Let's try it with that. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Finally, let's try it one last time. Don't know if we need parens before the 9 or not. If we get an error here, we need the parens. Yep, looks like we do. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. All right, so there's our first one. All right. Let's try another one here. So for number 3, we're going to have in here, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so that we'll do in this particular one. And with the speed that I'm going, I guess I've got like 15 of them here. With the speed I'm going, this is going to take at least 2 lectures. So show the query to select all customers whose first name begins with a vowel. We're going to consider a vowel. We're not going to worry about Y, A, E, I, O, or U. Sort the results by last name, then by first name, both in ascending order. How many records were there? Now this is going to be probably, I would guess, the longest one that we've done. So we're going to do a select star from customers where what was this? Was it customer first name? So where customer first name in fact, we don't need a paren there. We could put one there. It wouldn't hurt anything, but there's no need for it. Like, they have to start with a vowel. A, we don't care what comes after it. So this is a wild card. Or all right, don't need that last one. I just have to replace these with A, E, I. Remember, this is case insensitive. O, and U. So again, it's doing exactly what you think it would be doing, and that is it's saying, show me a customer's first name that starts with A, or starts with E, or starts with I, or starts with O, or starts with U. Now, before we run this, and we're going to, let's just take a look. Now we're missing customer 10, and that's okay. We can look in here. Do any of these start with a vowel? Angel, Elena, Estella. So at least those do. There should be at least 3 that we get here. All right. Okay, unknown column, customer first name and where clause. So what did we call that? I thought it was first name. Oh, we just ran them together. Okay. Not a problem. Just come back to here. And we're going to have to do a search and replace here. All right, hopefully that'll fix it. Oops, that is good. And we had one more. So record 9 was Andrew. So notice 3 start with an A, 1 starts with an E. Okay? There's 3. So let's kind of rewrite this query here. Kind of. So the answer was 4. There were 4 records. So number 4. Again, I'm putting that in again. Now we want that begins with a vowel. I'm going to put in here or all customers whose last name ends with a vowel. All right. Oh, we didn't sort either. We were supposed to sort this. So let's do that too. Trying to be, complete here. So order by. So we wanted to sort it by last name. So customer last name followed by customer first name. Okay. And we'll do the same thing here. So now we're going to have to change the query, of course, a little bit. All right. So this will be another or. Customer last name, like, now this will kind of be the reverse, so it'll be anything but ending with an A, or, so again, we'll do the same kind of thing we did before, A-E-I-O-U. Now, we should have a couple customers, I think, whose last name ends with a vowel, so we won't get 4 like we did before. Remember, that one was 4. Oh, doesn't like something. You have an error. By order customer. Take a quick look. Oh, we don't need that extra or there. My fault, sorry. Okay. Well, notice now we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's new? Ends with an I, even though it starts with an A. Ends with an E. Starts with an A. Starts with an A. Ends with an E. Starts with an E. Ends with an O. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 7. Okay. Next. I'm going to pause for just a second here. We'll start back up. I'll tell you what, instead of pausing, let's do number 5 here, and then we'll stop it because I'm already at 22 minutes. All right? So, show the query to select all category descriptions, product names, and retail prices. Sort the results in ascending order based on category description, then on retail price in descending order. How many records are there? All right. So select. Now this is our first join that we're doing in here. So we're going to be joining categories under products, and we will alias. In fact, we will do a fully qualified. So I'm going to say categories dot category description. Hope that's how I spelled it. Products dot product name. Oops. Products dot product price. From categories, inner join, products on categories dot category ID equal price or products dot category ID order by categories dot category description. We want that in ascending order. It does that by default, but we'll put an ASC there just so you can see it. And what do we want? We wanted it based on that. All right, then product name, products dot product name, and we want that in ascending also. And then products dot product price, and we want that one in descending order. Okay, and we want to know how many there are. So let's bring all that in. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes typing. We'll find out in a second. Not showing me any errors. That's good. All right. It says there's 40 total here. But if you notice, we've got categories in order, and then we've got product names in order. And if there's two things that are the same, we have price in descending order. All right. I think I'm going to do one more here because I had one more that was very similar to this one. Okay, so hold on just 1 second, please. All right, I'm looking. We're already almost at 27 minutes, so I'm going to stop here and continue on to the next one. Thanks.